Hi, it's Liz here of Open Cover, and I wanted to show you my new tool. It's an embroidery stand. I've been embroidering for a very long time and I've never used one of these before. But because I'm doing more and more videos, I realised that the embroidery tutorials I was doing without the frame weren't great, because the movement meant that when you were looking at it, it was really hard to figure out what I was doing. So I needed something that would keep my work stationary. So I went ahead and got one of these. I got it off Amazon. I know that that Amazon is the devil, but you know what? It's sometimes the only place I can get stuff. So it wasn't very expensive. It was under $40. And this one, you can get lots of different ones. Some of them are sort of tall with a kind of movable section in the middle and one kind of clamp, so that you can just put it to the side depending on how you sew with your left or your right hand. This one is double clamped, and I figured out that from the instructions that were kind of vague was that you can do a couple of combinations with it as a result. First of all, you can clamp it together so that your piece is steady like this would be, and that would be great for stability when you're sitting at a table. The other advantage of that is you can, like me, if you're going to do tutorials, you can make it super stable so that you don't have to hold it at all and it doesn't move in any way. The ones that hold on one side, I was concerned that they would be a little bouncy. This is quite a short one. I think that it's probably, I don't even know, was it 6 inches or something? And again, I needed something that was going to fit underneath the stand that I use for filming, so I chose something shorter. At the moment, I'm just using one clamp, and I'm going to explain to you why. When you've got it clamped like this and you finish sewing and you need to put your thread underneath your stitches on the back, if it's clamped like this, it's quite hard to do that without kind of messing with all the different knobs and things. So I'm just using one side at the moment, and then when you're finished with your thread, you can just kind of lift it up like that, sew it through the back. But one of the things I love about it, which is purely cosmetic and probably doesn't have a huge amount of use, is it is a crescent moon. Come on, how witchy is that? It's a crescent moon shape. But I said, oh, that's just purely cosmetic, but it's not actually. It does have another use, which is that these rods are adjustable, so you can move them along the track, if you see here, so that if you've got a bigger hoop, you can move them apart, or if you've got a smaller hoop, you can move them closer together. It is a little bit of a, as we would say in Britain, a bit of a faff to do it, but you can, as you see, so it kind of slides along, and then you have to sort of tighten it underneath. Or you can have, in the photo, they had 2 people working off the same stand. And they had, it was sort of adorable, a picture of a woman who might be her daughter or her child or someone she was teaching. So the little girl had hers, and then the woman had hers. Very gendered, of course, assumes that everybody that does embroidery is you know, a cis woman or somebody who presents as a woman. But anyway, it was quite cute. I found it funny because my daughter has absolutely no interest in sewing, even if I did this. She thought this was very cool, but she still doesn't care about sewing. Fair enough. So you can slide it along and have 2 people working on it at the same time. What are the disadvantages of it? Well, first of all, if like me, you like to sit in front of the TV and sew, this isn't very useful unless you have like a TV tray or something. So that's the first thing. This is really for just tabletops and desks, but I knew that when I was buying it, so that's fine. The second thing is there are so many combinations and ways of using it, which is excellent value, but it also means that when I'm clamping things, there's a lot of different moving parts literally moving parts, that I have to mess with to make it fit. sometimes more complicated isn't better. So for example, I need to move this bit, so I have to loosen this rod and then I have to tighten that rod. Then you have to kind of move this to make sure that your embroidery is in the right place and then tighten that. But then you've also got this piece which clamps the actual embroidery hoop. So it's all very, it's intuitive, it's not hard to figure out, but it is a little bit kind of, it's a lot when you're trying to work with embroidery. But I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I can't wait to start using it.